Right, grade 7s, we're going to have a look at how to do the work that you have for today. The first question says, complete the following in this booklet. So, number 1, it says 1/15, 2/15, 3/15, and then it goes all the way up until 1. I want to know what goes here. So you need to put in, it's going to be 4/15, 5/15, 6/15, 7/15, and so you go on up until the time that you've got 14/15, and then obviously a 1. Okay, then I would like you to have a look at the next one. Number 2 says, complete the following number lines. So in this, we have got a number line that looks like this. We've got 0, we've got 1. We are used to having each little line or each little interval being a different number. So 1, 2, 3. Now what we are doing is we are looking at how much is all of this. And it's like saying what part of this whole is it. So if I say to you guys, here's a piece of cake, here's cake. I cut the cake into pieces and I say to you, okay guys, which piece of cake would you like? I'm not going to say to you which line would you like. Then I'm giving you this. You're going to get nothing. Whereas if I say which piece of cake, it's a fraction. Now, in much the same way, when I say to you, how much is each piece of this? I don't want to know how much the line is. I want to know what the interval is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 intervals that make up this whole. So for me to write in the fractions here, I've got to then just say this is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and then obviously a whole 1. Right, now the next number is number 3 on the following page, and that says, number 3 says, count in and write down. So it gives us words. Now it says, for example, C says 4/15, and it says up to 4/50th, sorry there guys, 50th, and up until 20/50th. So you are going to tell me what is missing here. So you're going to start with 5/50th, 6/50th, 7/50th, and so on. Okay, number 4. Complete the number lines. Now they're a little bit different, guys. We have got a number line that's got 0 here, 1 here, and then it's got more intervals. So if I say to you, right guys, how many intervals are here? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because I've got to stop where the whole 1 is. I can't go to the end of the number line. So that's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and a whole. Then it's 1 and 1/4, 1 and 2/4, 1 3/4, and I can stop. Okay, then your very last one is number 5. Number 5 says, if you count in quarters, what comes after 1? We've done that one here. So obviously 1 and 1/4. Guys, yeah, by number 5, you've got to answer each one of the questions. By number 6, or problem solving, please do that section as well. It is quite important. Also, please remember at the top of each piece of work to write your date. Right, we move on to the second worksheet. Now, the second worksheet says proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed numbers. I think that you guys have seen what the difference is. You know what the difference is by now. You've worked on this in grade 4, 5, and 6. I want to go through some of it. I'm going to show you how to do the following worksheet. At the top, there's a space for the date. Please make sure you write that in. Now, the first one says, number 1, all you've got to say is whether it's proper or improper or mixed number. Just a quick recap. If it's proper, you know the denominator and the numerator and what the sizes should be. So if I've got 6/8, the numerator is smaller than the denominator, and for that reason, it is a proper fraction. When I get to 1, where I've got 14/9, I know that the numerator is now bigger than the denominator, and that's going to give me an improper fraction. When I get to 3⅓, I know that that has got a whole number and a fraction. That gives me a mixed number. Okay. Right, number 2 says, write down 5 proper fractions, so of your own, 5 improper fractions, and 5 mixed numbers. Number 3, which of the following are not proper fractions, and why not? You've got to look at them, please, and give a reason. So if I say to you, okay, 4/9 or make it 4/3 is not a proper fraction, you need to tell me it's because the numerator is larger than the denominator. Okay, so make sure you use these kind of words. Okay, or in this case, if it was a mixed number, make sure you say it's a whole number with a fraction, and because that it's a mixed number. Right, number 4, which of the following are not improper fractions and why? And which of the following are mixed numbers, not mixed numbers, and why? Right, then we go to the following page, which is number 6. Write the improper fraction as a mixed number. So we've got 5/2. How we do that is, as a mixed number, we say 2 goes into itself once, and into that 5 it can go twice. But how much remains? 1 remains. And what size are they? Halves. So it's 2.5. I'm going to do another one. If I've got 7/2, 2 goes into 7 3 times, into itself once, into that 3 times, and what is left over? 1. So 1, and what size? Halves. Okay, now, number 7 says, write the mixed number as an improper fraction. So I've got 1.5. When I do this, I know I've got to multiply, and then I've got to add. So 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1, 3/2. Remember the size of the fractions. I'm going to do another one here for you. So if I've got 5.5, and I say times plus 5 times 5, 25, plus 1, 26/5. Right, please remember to do the problem solving, and at the bottom of the page it says do the following. Every time I'll put that into the worksheet, and that is an extra challenge.